Alright, so I'm going to walk you through the code base. We have a front end and a back end repo. Inside the front end, you can see we have socket.io for the multiplayer. We have Phaser 3 game engine for this tile-based game where you have characters walking around. Basically, here we have our different character types and our tile sets, all of that information that makes the Phaser world happen. We have our third web login, and then once you log in and you go through the page, this leads you to the Phaser component. So like these are .ts files because it's all part of Phaser's framework. Boot scene is where you load all of the assets to then go into world scene where you actually see the map. Chat window is our companion throughout the game. When you're not adjacent to any other player, it's a Nebula, third web Nebula AI window that basically informs you about the game. It tells you critical information about it, and it can also read what's happening on chain. Whereas when you're close to a player, it allows you to communicate with players. This is critical because this is a role-playing strategy game. So making alliances is very important. It's critical to the gameplay. Speaking about gameplay, I'm just going to briefly show you that the only way to win is to make alliances. So for instance, to open the chest, you might want to remove padlocks from the chest. There's various ways to do that. One is for the artist to forge a key, then for the artist to gift the key to, for instance, the hero, and then the hero can unlock the chest. That would remove one padlock from the chest. But you can see there's some moves that create alliances between players, which means that if one of the two ends up winning the game, the rewards are shared equally. Okay, so we have all of this articulated set of moves. How does that actually work? So within contracts, you can see we have essentially game moves and game core, which is inherited. A few relevant ones, I suppose. Join game. This is required in order to take part in a game. There can only be 12 players because there are 12 characters and no more nor less. And when you join, you're basically paying the fee that will go into the treasure chest. That is what gets unlocked by the winning team. And it used to be that each of the moves was its own separate function, but we had to make some efficiency adjustment in order to go within the 24 kilobytes. So you can see that we were actually quite close as it is to reaching the limit before doing the refactor into several files and several approaches, such as refactoring the move functions into this more efficient approach. So while I'm here, I might also just show you how our tests are actually passing. So this first test, it runs through one winning scenario, so basically reaching the winning condition of 0 padlocks and 0 magic seals on the chest. Whereas the second one, it runs the other winning condition of 3 padlocks, at least 3 padlocks and at least 3 magic seals on the chest. If either of those two conditions are met, the game is won, and the player who played the last move and everyone who's currently allied to that player shares the reward. And this is what makes the game interesting, because you have players betraying each other and changing teams all the time. So we actually have a lot going on here.